Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Live at 5:30. I'm Mark Hebscher.
And I'm Donna Skelly, and a big day here at CHCH Television. After months of uncertainty about its future, including threats of closure, CanWest Global has announced that CHCH has been sold.
And joining us now with details of the pending sale is our 6 and 11 p.m. anchor, Nick Dixon. And Nick, I guess all the support for this station from the public didn't go unnoticed.
It certainly didn't, Mark. And in fact, in speaking with the new potential owners of this station today, they said they were watching that day when the rally was held, when about 150 or so diehard viewers of CHCH News were out in the parking lot cheering us on and making sure that this station continued to be viable and successful. And certainly Channel Zero sees this as a viable and successful potential operation for them.
Nick, what can you tell us about Channel Zero, the new potential owners?
Well, Donna, they're a relatively new company.
We shouldn't say potential, really, because it's very close. Well, it is.
It seems to be very much to be close to be a done deal. There are a few considerations we'll get to, but they're a relatively new company. They came about in the year 2000, and they're basically a digital specialty services channel. Some of our viewers may even subscribe to the packages of Moviola, the short film channel, Silver Screen Classics. You know, they're basically a specialty channel network, and they're now trying to expand their boundaries. I understand that earlier today they had about 35 employees, but pending the sale of this station, CHCH, and of course a sister station in Montreal, that's going to jump up to about 180 employees. So they are growing and growing fast.
And Nick, they're very progressive, and in fact their schedule, when we first heard about it, we thought, boy, that's an awful lot of news and local programming, something that's been a real problem with a lot of other conventional stations. Here it seems to me as if they just want to add more news and more local content.
Well, that's right, Mark. I mean, I'm sure all of our viewers are well aware of the kind of predictions and calls about what's going on with local news around Canada. It's a shrinking market. License renewals are going for smaller and smaller hours. Well, Channel Zero are flipping that on its head. They're looking to do all news all day from about 5:30 in the morning till 8 o'clock in the evening. Then they're going to switch to what they call kind of comfort food. So sort of some movies like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Star Wars.
I love those
Blade
movies.
Runner. Yeah, these are great movies that people are going to want to sit down and watch just sort of comfortably when news is sort of less of a priority. But, you know, they're not going to mess with, they say, the sort of programming that we already have that's so successful, like the 5:30, our 6, 11, our noon, our morning show. All those shows stay the same, but just with more news expanded around the dial. So people are going to get more of what they already like from CHCH.
Okay, quickly, when is this all going to happen?
Okay, well, first of all, we got to get over a hurdle with the union where they want to sort of change the way our pension scheme is structured, taking away some pension benefits, but changing a little bit of that. That's going to happen by the end of July. We could see this happening by August or perhaps even November. Full coverage coming up tonight on CHCH News at 6.
Joining us now on the line, the Vice President and General Manager of Channel Zero, Cal Millar. Any celebrations going on today at the home office, Cal?
Boy, there sure were, Mark. This has been 5 months in coming, and although we didn't break open the champagne, we popped open a couple of beers that were in the fridge from some of our advertisers and gave everybody a toast, just so, or a little bit, just so we could do a toast, because it's been a lot of work getting to this point in 5 long months, keeping it under wraps. But we're very excited to finally get the news out there and the announcement that we've reached agreement with CanWest.
Cal, your programming schedule is aggressive, it's innovative, and it goes against just about everything that the current broadcasters say can work. Why do you think that local news will be successful?
You know, we've looked at the ratings coming out of specifically out of CHCH. We're seeing growing ratings, a trend that goes back several years. We see ratings on news up 30%. You know, what's not to like about that? There's a good news story there, and that is that news is working, local works, and, you know, this is, you know, some people get the idea that local news is just about the kids' high school. Well, it includes that, but it's the news you guys have been doing out of CHCH. It's international, national, and local, but with a regional perspective.
Now, do other broadcasters think you're crazy? Are they saying, you know, great, good luck and everything, but, you know, there's a long road ahead?
Well, there's 2 answers to that. One is that we're always being told we're crazy for one thing or another. So we're okay with that. But no, actually, today, everybody has been phoning, saying congratulations, it's innovative. A couple of people said, why didn't we think of that? Mm-hmm. So I think that the proof's in the pudding. We're building on the strengths out of CHCH, which has been the news organization. Over the months, we've been looking at a very strong organization. You know, 100+ people who do this for a living and are professional. What's not to love?
Cal, you're from around here. You're from Burlington. Is that correct?
Actually, my business partner, Roman, the president of Channel Zero, is actually from Burlington. I hail from Aurora these days.
Oh, that's okay. You can still get us in Aurora, though.
I can indeed. In fact, there's so many places across this country that CHCH is available on broad distribution. I got an email from the gentleman at MTS telling me he was so excited because it's a new life for CHCH, and it's in the same movie package that Silver Screen Classics is in out in the Winnipeg area.
Now, one of the things, CHCH has a very rich history, but you're also looking ahead to the future of television and the future of technology. Maybe you can share with our viewers a bit about that.
I'd love to. We've got a little bit of experience in multi-platform. Moviolo, our short film channel, has been available on Hulu for the last, about 18 months or more now. And we've had really great success with it, but we've also had some learnings that have helped us. And you know, we're not afraid of new platforms. We're not afraid of where people want to see it. I think that I do it. I want to watch what I want, when I want, where I want. And so, you know, envision the strength of your morning show. What if the opportunity is for multi-viewing platform for live at 5:30? What about allowing those same commuters when they get home to watch the news when they want to? It's on at 6, but it's also on at 7 and 8.
I think you hit the nail on the head on this one.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Yeah.
Boy, you're not
So
the
are
only
we.
one, Cal. You're not the only one. Thank Cal. That's Cal Millar, President GM of Channel Zero, which, by the way, isn't your spot on the dial.
No,
Just
it's
the name
not.
of the company. Let's not get people too worried. Cal, thanks so much for joining us. I'm sure we'll have plenty of opportunities to talk again.
Thank
for sure.
you.
Thanks for having me.
When we come back, local news may sound attractive, but is it sustainable?
What do we know? We're only news readers, but we'll talk to industry insiders who have the, hopefully, inside track when we come back. Stay with us.